One of the things that Donald Trump's token military strike on a Syrian airbase was supposed to accomplish was to erode the narrative that Trump is weak on Russia, despite the fact that Trump informed Russia of the strike before he even told our own Congress. And further damaging to this message was White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer, who seems to be damaging to just about anything and anybody that comes in contact with him. He literally called the hostile power, Russia, which is currently under sanction for interfering in our elections, an ally, an ally. Here's Sean Spicer yesterday.
Work with allies, including Russians, in committing to ensuring that there are places that are free from violence.
What? Allies like Russia? Now, seconds later, Spicer said something that then suggested the opposite.
Russia, on the other hand, stands with Syria, North Korea, and Iran.
So are they an ally, or are they standing with Syria, North Korea, and Iran, or is it both? A lot of confusion on foreign policy at that White House, isn't there?
But I don't think it's too far out there because we still have trade and diplomatic relations with Russia, even though there is a lot going on right now. What would be the correct term, though? You know, is adversaries too strong?
I think it's a country that we don't have strong diplomatic relations with. I don't think that even if you have trade with a country, that by definition means that they're an ally. And this further supports my assertion that the Syria strike doesn't tell us anything big picture about what the Trump foreign policy doctrine is. There are people reacting to this saying, well, what's wrong with wanting better relations with Russia? That's a fine position to take and argue, right? Aside from the hypocrisy relative to the right-wing view on Russia before Trump's election, but let's put that aside. At issue is whether Sean Spicer's assertion is at all based in reality, right? Calling Russia an ally. You can make the case that in some hypothetical scenario, we'd be better off if Russia were an ally. Not everybody would agree with that. Some people would say, no, actually, fundamentally, Russia is the type of country that we should not actually be allied with. But they are not currently an ally by any sensible definition of the term.
I think there are extraordinary circumstances which you would call Russia an ally. For example, if you're uniting with them to fight the Nazis.
Okay.
But without those those extraordinary circumstances, that's not the right word.
Certainly doesn't apply in 2017. And like with every Sean Spicer press conference, Spicer exudes sort of a frantic and rushed nature, constantly defensive, doesn't answer questions more than your average White House press secretary. White House press secretaries are experts in not answering questions, but Spicer does it in the frantic and confused manner that he genuinely seems confused about just the basic facts of what's going on. And that's only one of the reasons why I believe Sean Spicer has irreversibly damaged his political career by what he's been doing since day one, lying about that inauguration crowd.
Well, we've talked a little bit about who's going to be the next Trump official to leave the administration.
Yeah.
My vote is Sean Spicer and has been all along.
I think it could be Spicer. It could be Reince Priebus. We're hearing there's sort of a short list for replacement.
Maybe Bannon.
Bannon is another possibility. At one point, I would have said Kellyanne Conway, particularly in the 48 hours following her complete fabrication of the supposed Bowling Green massacre, which didn't exist. It wasn't a massacre in the sense that it didn't exist. But she's basically been removed from the public side. So I think that it's more likely now, Pat, that she sticks around, but we just never hear from her again. Wait before you go on to the next video. Because of the YouTube advertiser boycott, ads aren't playing on our YouTube channel, which means we are no longer making any money from these videos. Please help us fight back and replace the lost revenue so that the show can stay on exactly as it has been uninterrupted. You can pledge whatever you can, even $1 per month, at patreon.com/David Pakman Show. We need your help.